Hey, what is going on, guys? It is TemperAlliance, and today in this video we're going to be talking about why isn't Treyarch going to put any more extra weapons in their DLC. Now before I get to that, I just want to say one thing. As you notice in this gameplay, it's the exact same gameplay that I used in the live commentary when we lost the connection. That's because I am using this again because I had to delete the other one because my friend wasn't very happy on what he said in the video, so I had to, delete it for him. I couldn't even say the word there, sorry about that. And yeah, so he wasn't really too pleased on what he said during the video, but this is going to be the exact same thing, but it's going to be completely muted so you can't hear anything in the gameplay, so that you won't be embarrassed again. So anyway, let's get on with the topic, and the topic is why isn't Treyarch going to put any more extra weapons in their DLC. Now I kind of got this topic off of another YouTuber called Ali. He found out from a tweet from one of the workers from Treyarch saying that they're going to put no more weapons during their DLC, which I thought was actually completely bullshit, because like, we all like having extra weapons for DLC, because like we all use the same weapons, and putting more weapons onto it will make the game even better, and we'll get to use more weapons, and like I said, it'll just make it even better. And the thought that they're not going to put any more weapons on their DLC, it's kind of really stupid in my own opinion, but it's their choice, it's their game. If they don't want to put extra weapons on it, then they don't. Like, for all we know, that they don't have any other weapons to put on, so that's probably the reason why, or the simple fact they just don't want to. But the Peacekeeper was a bonus DLC content for the first map, and everyone was just so excited that they're gonna put an extra weapon. Now, I kind of got the idea that the only reason why they're only putting one weapon during their DLC is because back in Modern Warfare 3 we were all expecting a gun DLC, with the one from the Spec Ops and in the campaign, and it was also in Call of Duty 4. I forgot what that weapon was called, but if you know what I'm on about, then that's great. But if you don't, then my only option is try and find out what it is, because I actually can't remember the name of it. But it was supposed to be a very good weapon for the multiplayer, and it was a very good weapon in Call of Duty 4, and they were just hoping for it to be that Infinity Ward will just put it in a DLC, and then they just couldn't, because they didn't have enough RAM to put it into the game. And then Treyarch had the best idea while they're making their game is just like putting a weapon in their multiplayer so that their fans can be happy. So that was probably like my guess on like why they only put one weapon into the DLC, and they're like, okay, we'll just put one, no more than after that. There is a number of reasons why, but I just can't really think of some other reasons, like maybe because like my other reason that I said before, maybe they only had one to put in, maybe they didn't have any other weapons put in, they didn't make any more weapons, or they just didn't have any other weapons. There could be all the possibilities that that they were planning to put the Peacekeeper in at the very start, and then when they heard about Modern Warfare 3 can't put any weapons in the DLC, they decide, we'll take that weapon out and we'll save it for the DLC. Now that's another reason, but there are other reasons why, but I just can't think of any really, but there should be. So yeah, but like, before, when we heard about the first DLC and then when we heard about the new weapon, I was actually hoping for a new weapon, like one weapon per DLC, and I'm guessing everyone like in the world thought that as well. And it's just a little bit disappointing in the way that they're not going to put any more weapons on their DLC. It is a little bit disappointing, but it's pretty much their game. But who knows though, we could have better ones during the future. For instance, we had new camos to put on our weapons, which was pretty cool, but I wanted new weapons. But it is amazing though, but we can't all just complain about, wow, they're only going to put one weapon in the DLC and that was pretty much it. It was like a waste of time or something like that. Like we should get more. But you know, the good thing is though, at least we got a weapon in the DLC. You know, that's what most people wanted at the very start. That's what people wanted during Modern Warfare 3, but sadly Infinity Ward couldn't do that because they didn't have enough RAM. But you know, Treyarch then made sure that they have enough RAM to put in an extra weapon. Yeah, but you know, it is a little bit disappointing. Well, it is disappointing the way that there is no more weapons. But it is like this game is the very first game that we had an extra weapon, which is pretty cool. And also, like every time when you prestige, like that weapon is automatically unlocked. You know, it's not locked or anything like that. So if you're on like level 0, then you can use the Peacekeeper, which is actually a powerful weapon. If you have a silencer or something like that, it'll still be a powerful weapon. I say with no attachments on it will still be a powerful weapon. You know, it is a good weapon to use, and I'm glad that it's in the game. And you know, for the future, I hope we get good DLC, which is actually like 1 gig now per DLC. Like back then, there's only like how much? Like I could be having a bad guess, but like 900 something MB or something like that. You know, I'm not really good with my guesses, but you know, it was around that much. And the way it's like a gig or something like that, like 1.2 gigs, it's pretty insane because you know they're trying to make the game better. But yeah, so that's actually pretty much it. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give this video a like, and if you like any of my other videos and expecting more, then also click that subscribe button as well. I'll also appreciate that. And yeah, that's actually pretty much it. Once again, hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.